Hello. I don't have the earbuds connected to the phone for this video, but I just wanted to go ahead and I'm going to do both a relaxational video and at the same time talk about the situation that just took place in Tennessee. Now, we live north in northern Middle Tennessee, and it's in northern Sumner County. You can look up that area. And it was very, very close to where the tornado went through. I mean, meteorologically considering it was pretty close. And I don't know why people can't come together more often and try to help each other out. If I could, I would. I mean, that's what I want to do someday, is be able to help others out. And it was very close to where we have actually been, or we go many times, really. It went right down that road, that interstate. My daddy, being a truck driver, he could have easily been right there. He goes there all the time. He delivers loads there. He picks up loads in that area. We could have been over there going to get him in the middle of the night. A lot of times we've been there many, many times in the middle of the night. And some of those areas where we've been, and I've even shown in a video the speedway where we just recently stopped to pick him up, to take him to the doctor. We picked him up from there and then we took him to the doctor. He said that was demolished in that area. He used to work at this Dell manufacturing plant, Dell Computers. He was working as a temporary job there, and it got completely destroyed. Daddy used to work there in the early 2000s, and it got destroyed. And there are, as of right now, these are some of the pictures. That's out of Putnam County. There are 77 people missing in Putnam County, and there's a lot of devastation. There's a lot of people missing. My prayers go to everyone. And we were super close considering where this storm was. And there's many times where we've gone down 840, we've gone down I-40, we've gone through that area, and how close we would have been to that. We could have been there and picking Daddy up. We could have been taking him back. My daddy could have been delivering there. You never know. And if this had happened during business hours, there would have been a lot more casualties, obviously. And it happened at night, so more people were home, and businesses weren't running and all of that. And I know the Department of Human Resources got destroyed. The over 400 electrical lines are destroyed. I think 43,000 people as of this moment that I'm making this video are still without electricity. And there were several restaurants that got destroyed, and it wasn't until daylight where you could actually see what happened. And they've been building up all of these high-rises and building all of these huge places, and it shows how quickly that their so-called the progress can be taken aback, and what they call progress. But the problem is they never think of the poor, they never think of those in need, or even the homeless, until a disaster like that happens. And sadly, a lot of times they only do it because the camera's on them. But they say the president's coming to Tennessee on Friday. I don't know if he's going to announce anything, or I don't know if he's going to donate anything to the state. I'm not sure. These are some of the images that were from some of the devastation in the state of Tennessee. I think that was the tornado. Yeah, that was the actual tornado that went through Tennessee. It probably would be better if I turn the lights off, but yeah. You can see there were electric lines. There were electric lines down everywhere. And I took several pictures from the TV when it happened. I was going to share it on Twitter and Instagram, on social media, but I figured that it had already been shared many different times, so there was probably, at this point there was no reason for me to share it. They said it felt like a train hit. That's the way the people described it. And I wish people would come together more often when, besides just in times like this, besides just in times of storms and tornadoes, tragedy. But the first responders did an awesome job. This was at an airport, and the airport was destroyed, completely destroyed, and there were planes that were on fire, and they stated that the first responders got there quickly and turned off the gas, stopped the gas leaks, and put out the fires, which is a good news. That's a good thing. I have no idea what that was in the background, but you see the same scene all over many areas, and this was an image of one of them, one of the tornadoes, I think, in the mid-state in Tennessee. And then you have the same scene tonight where there's no electricity, and first responders are trying to get to the scene and help people out, and they're in the dark. But no matter where you are when disaster strikes, they're not only here but many other places. There's been so much happening, and the people are obviously trying to deal with the situation. And when you've got a situation like this, it's good when people come together and help each other out. I think this was one of the early images of the tornado before it became a lot stronger. And basically, when this came through, it was only 1 mile per hour short of being an EF4. This was the tornado itself. So it was only like 1 mile per hour short of actually being an EF4. So to me, you might as well just call it an EF4, but they didn't. The National Weather Service for some reason, did not go ahead and state it because of technical statistics, just technical information on it. They couldn't go ahead and say it was a category. I mean, not a category, but an EF4. But there's been a lot happening worldwide, from the Mexico volcano to the storms that hit Hawaii and Cuba, and the earthquake that hit Alaska and Canada last year. And then you had New Zealand and Australia and European areas being bombarded by bomb cyclones. The East Coast and West Coast dealing with disasters, and the fires finally eased off in the West Coast, and then they started in Australia. So there's no shortage of disasters, and Red Cross and the I'm going to put the link below to the Red Cross and the Salvation Army. They're both good to donate to for helping out those in need. And it's always good to keep your phone charged up, to have a portable charger, portable power bank, and things like that on hand. To have something like this, a portable power bank, portable power charger, things like that. I have several of those. A headband light. I always keep one of these on hand, a headband light, in case of, actually I use that on a regular basis, but it's good to have a travel bag and of stuff you might need. I was keeping this portable TV, but it doesn't seem to want to work unless it's plugged up anymore, and so it won't charge. One time during a strong storm, we wound up using Bluetooth and tethering for, not Bluetooth, that was the cat, she jumped on top of the chair. Don't do that, kitty. Anyway, I'll deal with it later. I had this set up, okay, so, I actually had to use the, tethering on the phone and view the live stream of the weather, the news, on the tablet, so I had to do that when the portable TV died. Now the portable TV doesn't work, so I guess I'd have to use a power inverter in the vehicle before I'd have to keep it plugged up all the time. So that would be one negative. I'll have to someday save up and get me another portable TV if they sell them. And, but yeah, seeing the power of nature, it's really something. It really is. So much was destroyed. I'm thankful that children weren't in school and people weren't at work and things like that, and they weren't stuck in gridlock. I mean, just days before, let me show you what happened just days before, just a few days before in the area in which these storms went through. I'll make another video on that. But don't forget the Red Cross link and the Salvation Army link I am putting below. But let me show you it's a video that I made and I put online of the birds. Just pulling up a Conan video. Let me show you. Alright, this was February 25th. Let me turn the lights off. Alright, so maybe now you can see. Look at the birds. These were the swarms of birds. And I made a video of this several days ago. This was before the tornadoes came through. And not only was this in the very county that the tornado went through, the entire state, according to the people that shared with me online, was witnessing birds acting crazy. There were quite a bit of birds throughout the state, but none like there were in Wilson County and in Lebanon. And this was in Lebanon, Tennessee, near the Pilot Travel Center, right at the Pilot Travel Center. We were stopped there, and we were watching these birds. My parents and I were watching these birds fly everywhere. They were flying over, they were very angry, and they were hollering and chirping and just like ballistic, as if they were trying to warn us of something. But no one paid any attention. And to me, I think that could have been a sign of the upcoming tornadoes. Because days later, and someone said they saw an object in this video, I don't know where, but days later, these tornadoes ravaged Middle Tennessee, and, well, all of Tennessee. So, let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about that in another video, but Hold on.
Okay.
So, that was the video that I took from that parking lot, and a lot of times people don't pay enough attention to nature. And to me, it gives us signs and warnings of things that can happen. But I hate to see people lose their homes. I mean, heck, you can lose your house just by not being able to afford to pay the taxes. You can lose your house. You can lose everything. And it's sad that we live in a world like that. And it's sad to see people lose their homes from disaster as well. But I just wanted to let everyone know that I care, that I do care. No matter what you're going through, I'm going to say a prayer for everyone. Lord, may we make it out of the struggle. And no matter what your situation is, everyone's different, varying situations. I hope and pray that we overcome it, persevere, go through the struggle, and make it to the light of this life and beyond. May we see the light at the end of the dark tunnel that life can be sometimes. And may we make it through the struggle and enjoy the high points. And may things get better. We will persevere. We will be successful. Things will turn around for those of us that truly have love in our hearts. I reciprocate love now and forever. Amen. I don't know what that was, but anyway, I love you all so much, more than you ever know. And prayers to everyone going through these situations. Like I stated, the Red Cross link is below, and the Salvation Army link is below. In case you didn't know the link to donate to it, I put it below, and I saved the trouble of having to look it up. I put the links below where you can donate. So I don't know how else to help out. If I could, I would, but feel free to utilize those links, and it can help those in need. And I'll also put my link below as well to my PayPal and my email. And but yeah, definitely check out the Red Cross link and the Salvation Army link. And my prayers are with everyone in Tennessee dealing with all of these storms, tornadoes, and all the damage. And prayers that things work out. I love you all. And love, love, love. Signing out. Peace. And sweet dreams, everyone. Much love. I can't say much love enough.